the first thing that we're going to do in our project, which is a construction project for this example, is going to be that we're going to put a fencing around the site to make it secure. And I'm going to say how long it's going to take us to carry out this operation. And I'm going to base this on a letter and number combination. So we type 6D for 6 days, and then it creates an activity which it places at the date which you can obviously edit, and it also converts the duration that I typed in into one where I can affect from the format. So I've said that I want to display it in weeks and days. So I could say this is going to take me 72H for hours, and it will be displayed as 1 week and 4 days, or I can say 2 weeks and 3 days. And so the flexibility of time units is very good. We can edit an activity as we've seen on the body of the plan. We can pick it up and move it. So we can say that we want to change its location. So we can move it to this sort of area, and it's then going to bump into a holiday period which has been preset in our default calendar. We can have many calendars, as you'll see later on, and we can extend this activity and make it longer or shorter. So that's how we can edit an activity on the body of the plan, both in creating and editing. So when I move this activity, either by the dates or by the graphic on screen, it does not put an imposed start date on, as you would find if you'd use other systems like Microsoft Project, which can lead to difficulties in scheduling later on. So this is the first activity that I've created, and to save a bit of time, I'm going to paste some that I've created previously, just to show you you could do that with a spreadsheet, for example. And so on the body of the plan, I'm then going to say, well, it's going to take me maybe 3 weeks to do the demolition, although that's coming across the Easter period, so that's actually been extended in its end date. Then after we've finished that, we've got a period of excavation. We've got a shorter period where we're going to do some drains, followed by some work on manholes, and we're going to have a foundation process, and that's brought some more holiday periods into display. We don't have to show the weekend periods that are also there. We've suppressed those at a different appearance to the public holidays, so you get to choose those. And finally, we've got an activity called end of phase, and I can take an activity and I can shrink it down so that it's got no duration at all, and that's a milestone. And so we can, or we could just write, if I select that task and delete it, so we could right mouse click at a particular point, and we could insert a milestone at any point. So you can create activities very, very quickly by typing in the table or by drawing on the body of the plan. But once you've created the activities, hopefully you would go at least 1 or 2 steps further. In particular, that you would say that there was some logical sequence to these events on screen. So we could either have a long list at the beginning, or we can sketch them out where we think they go. But if we wanted to say, well, we do have to finish the fencing before we can start any demolition work. And in Power Project, whilst you can edit it, the links in columns, and you can do it on in tables, and most people find the best way of doing it is by drawing it on the body of the plan, because in doing so, you're also introducing the link type and the link lag. So when the cursor, if you take the cursor near the edge of an activity, you get a little pop-up box. The cursor changes shape, and this box shows you where the cursor is and what the lead and lag will be when you create a link. So when you're ready to create a link, you hold down the mouse button and drag along, and you create, you're looking to find the other end for this logic link. So I'm saying that the demolition can start as soon as the fencing is finished. And in the same way, we'll say when the demolition is finished, we can start the excavation. But where it comes to the drains, we don't have to wait for the excavation to finish. We can say when we've done the first 5 days of the excavation, so we can position the cursor where we want the link to start, we pull away, and that link starts at that position. And when I let go, you can see where that link starts. If I double click on that link, we find the properties about that link, and we can see what sort of link it is. It's a start to start link, and we can see that it's got 5 days of lead. So we have created that merely from the position where we drew that link. And so that's one of the very powerful features of PowerProject. It's a great aid to rapidly producing a logic plan and introducing lead and lag as you draw it. So even for experienced planners, it's a very good system, but for novices, it's a great system. So there we're going to finish off our logic diagram, and at the moment we're not moving that around until we take the decision to do that, and that's a reschedule.